Hi guys, I'm here with my very best friend Kris Barkway, and Kris is up at my place in Currabell, New South Wales, visiting me for the weekend. And I just thought, you got to meet this guy. He's a really special man. He's the inspiration behind my book, The Magician's Way. It was out of a golf lesson with Kris that the book eventuated. I was just beginning to write a textbook on my work, and I went out for a golf lesson with Kris, and it was just so inspiring that out of this introduction that I wrote for the book based on Kris's lesson, it actually turned into the book. The story emerged out of it, and just so many powerful lessons that flowed from that. And honestly, the book I'm aware of has helped thousands of people. People that wanted to commit suicide, kids whose parents were divorcing, people whose businesses were failing, have written to me to just tell me how these lessons have helped them pull their lives together again, to give them hope and give them a new lease on life. And really, we all owe a huge vote of thanks to Kris here, because it all came out of him and the very special lessons he has to impart. As I say, he's with me this weekend, and I just had to grab him and get him to give you a few pointers, a few tips, tell you what the power of his insight into magic is, because he's a real magician. He's the most powerful magician I've ever met. And like any true magician, Kris has the ability to do things that are unbelievable. But not only that, he has the ability to confer that power on you. So please listen carefully, watch carefully. I don't know where this is going to go, but you're going to get some magic out of this. So enough of me talking, because this is the guy that you want to listen to. Kris, tell all of us, I came to you for a lesson that day, and it really did change my life. I mean, a lot of these principles I had preached. I'd even preached them to you because you'd come and done my training. And yet when I did the lesson with you, something changed in my life. I shifted into actually being a magician after that day. And as I say, the book, The Magician's Way, emerged out of that, and my whole life went to a whole new place that day. You taught me something that day, and I don't think it was it wasn't complicated at all. It was just a simple principle that you live by, and you teach people through the vehicle of golf. I know you have coached US Masters winners at times. US Open, sorry, not Masters. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Real big time golf pros this guy's coached. People that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, actresses, publicists, doesn't matter what they are, who you are. Kris has just transformed so many people's lives using the vehicle of golf. But in this golf lesson, there's an insight and that you convey to people that people really get. How would you describe it, Kris? What is the essence of the magic that you give people? What is the principle? What is the premise that you give them that turns them around, that turned me around, that turns all these people around?
Well, I suppose it's the main message that I give to people is the magic is in focusing on the end result, and if you like, living in the end result. And I do some practices through golf, which you've experienced, where you let go of the process of how to swing the club and to concentrate on all the bits and pieces of your swing. To let go of all that and just to work with your focus and connect your focus with the end result, and that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, I mean that's it, and that's what your work has so powerfully plugged me into, to really put the emphasis and the energy. Because with personal development, say, and professional development and approaches to success, there's so many things you hear, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You're inundated with information. Be like that, be like this, do that. These inspirational readings, read this book, read that book. But what your work has helped me do, and what you did for me, was just to focus me on, yeah, there's all that stuff, but this is the essence of it. This is the essence of it. It's shift your focus to the end result over how you do it. Because in golf, isn't it potentially the most process orientated undertaking?
Absolutely. Well, it's like, as you're saying, with the personal development world, there's everywhere you look, there's a different technique, for how to improve your game, or how to basically get what you want, and all those things relate back to the process and what I call the swing circle. So you could imagine, like in golf, for example, if William was here.
Give us a demonstration about the swing circle.
Well, yeah,
if you don't mind.
Sure. If you imagine that we haven't got any golf balls here at the moment. Just imagine that I've got a golf ball down here in front of me, and if you imagine drawing a circle around me, inside that circle is the golf club, the ball, my body, and all the components to the golf swing. Now, in golf, the focus is generally on all these different bits and pieces inside that circle. And the underlying assumption is, when I get all these bits and pieces right, I'm going to get what I want. So we go to the driving range, and we read books and magazines, and we watch videos, and everything that we relate to is inside that circle. The only thing is, what we really want, where we want the ball to go, the target, is outside the circle, and we're not giving any energy or any focus to that. So it's as you're saying, William, there's always different things about, I've got to get my grip right, my stance, my ball position, my right elbow's got to be pointing in the right direction. And that is really, how the golf world, sort of the paradigm in golf is, that you've got to get all those things right. But it's actually mirroring how we are in our lives as well, in our businesses, in our business, in our relationships, in our like in financial matters. We get inside this circle and we try and figure it all out and try and get all these things right, and we're actually completely disconnected and separate from what we really want, from the end result.
Can I just say this at this point, if you don't mind me interrupting, because you're making a really good point here. The more we're in that swing circle, the more we focused on the right way to be, the more we find out that there's more to know about that swing circle, isn't it?
It goes deeper and deeper.
Yeah, it just goes deeper and deeper. And it's out there though, isn't it?
And the interesting thing about that as well is that the actual message that we're giving our subconscious and our bodies is, I can't trust myself. Because
listen to that, guys. This is why this guy is a genius, honestly, because he just nails everything. Listen to this. When we're in that swing circle, the message we're giving ourselves is that we can't trust ourselves. And what does that create, Kris?
Oh, well, it creates a lot of the problems that we have come from that idea of separation, that we can't trust ourselves, that our natural ability won't get us through. And that's the thing. When you start to let go of the process and let go of your swing circle, the thing that starts to happen is you start to connect with that natural ability, and that's where magical things start to happen. You start to connect with the end result, and the magic happens. And it's really an amazing experience, isn't it? Especially what I've found in relation to coaching people through golf as the vehicle. They have an experience of doing things in golf which they never thought was possible. And from there, when they start to let go of the process and start to let go of the swing circle, they start to do these amazing things, and from there it starts to transfer into other aspects of their lives.